You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White sports fans, we need to talk about the Lakers because I put up a video last night how they actually blew a 23-point lead to the Pelicans and lost that game. Guys, they actually sit now in the 10th spot in the Western Conference, and they're only one game away from actually being completely out of even the play-in tournament. Now, one thing I didn't talk about in my last video is we knew going into the game that LeBron James already had an ankle injury. And he had actually set out a previous game, but he came back for the Pelicans game because that really was a must-win game for them. And they blew it. So now, guys, LeBron James last night in the second quarter, he re-injured that ankle. And guys, the Lakers are in serious trouble. I'm calling it now. They will not even make the play-in tournament. I'm dead serious. They will not make the play-in tournament. And we're going to go over their schedule and also the San Antonio Spurs who've actually won 3 games in a row. I believe that the Spurs will overtake them. Check this out. LeBron James expresses concern about ankle injury after the latest loss. Now, I want to show you guys the clip here of LeBron James going down with another injury, but of course he finished the game. Check this out, guys. You can see here, going up for the rebound, he comes down right there. He falls down, holding the ankle right there. And you can see him on the sideline right there. Looks like he's kind of limping back in, but there is another clip here as well. Actually, another picture here. You can actually see a whole lot better where he actually injured that ankle. Look right here. Look at that left ankle. Look how he came down. He had to be in some serious pain here, guys. Now, LeBron James said this. He said, quote, "I have no idea how I finished the game." LeBron James says, calls the pain horrible. And folks, when you start having all these ankle injuries, especially at his age, that's not going to be good. He most likely will not be the same the rest of the season. Now, will he still put up numbers? Yeah, he'll put up some numbers. But guys, the schedule for the Lakers shows you how much trouble they are in. Look at this schedule right here, folks. They have Dallas Nets. They're at Dallas, at Utah. I can guarantee you guys that's going to be losses most likely. Then they have to play the Pelicans again. Now this time at home, but we just saw how they blew a lead to the Pelicans and lost. They have Denver, Phoenix, Golden State. The only winnable game left on their schedule, folks, is the Oklahoma City Thunder. And even if they win a game, I highly doubt that they're actually going to win 2 games in a row because check this out. The last time the Lakers actually won 2 games in a row, and there's a lot of losses here, folks. The last time the Lakers actually won 2 games in a row, you have to go back to January 2nd. And actually, if you want to be technical, January 7th, they actually won 4 games in a row. Ever since then, starting on January 9th, they have not won a single game in a row, and they are in trouble. Now, the Spurs on their heels here. The Spurs are only 1 game out, but look who the Spurs have next. They have the Houston Rockets, who are in dead last place. Now, of course, they have Memphis Nets, who is a good team, but then they get Portland twice, who is not a good team at all. They have Denver, Minnesota, Golden State, Dallas. So they can actually lose some of these games now. But based on this schedule here, in all likelihood, folks, especially with the injury to LeBron James, they will overtake the Lakers. Because this is the current standing right now. Lakers, 12 games under 500, 31-43 on the season. The Spurs, 30-44 on the season. They won 3 games in a row. And they actually beat Golden State, they beat Portland, and they beat New Orleans, who the Lakers just lost to. And the Spurs, they're coming. They're coming. They beat Utah on March 11th. So they've actually beat some good teams here. This is not good for the Lakers, man. This will be an embarrassment. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I know that LeBron James is not going to probably sit out any more games. He knows that his team needs him. But even when LeBron plays, they still lose. They have a losing record when LeBron James even plays. And we've seen how LeBron James has pretty much melded in at times where he doesn't hustle to get rebounds, doesn't get back on defense sometime. It's pretty pathetic here, man. His team needs him. He knows that. But guys, I don't think that the Lakers are going to make the playoffs. Do you guys actually think that the Lakers will make the playoffs based on their remaining schedule and how horrible they have been? It's been almost 2 months since they won 2 games in a row. This is pretty pathetic, guys. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.